Oh, and look in here, they've got a table. So I gotta show you guys this. Hey everybody, so I'm going on a 2-night weekend trip, going with a buddy of mine from high school. Just packed the truck up. I'm gonna go pick him up, and then we're gonna drive. It's already almost 5:30, so we're gonna be racing sunlight here a little bit in terms of getting some footage tonight. But we're gonna get out there and do some camping this weekend, and you guys get to follow along and see what we're up to. Probably do some hiking and use some gear, things like that. So yeah, get on the road. All right, we've made it. We're at the camp garden site. We're gonna go get our tent set up before we lose all of our light. It's crazy how much the light has gone down in just this short amount of time. There was a blue-haired lady pointing at us as we drove in, and I don't know why. We were driving slow. Maybe she saw something, but we just kept driving. And then we saw a fox, which was really cool. So it's a good thing we didn't stop for the blue-haired lady, because we would have missed the fox. Can't miss that. Everything's set up. We're just enjoying a fire. We're gonna eat some meals and hang out, enjoy the noise of the night. Yeah, let's get some food.
I actually brought some Indian.
Did you?
Yeah. Right.
Can't see what I'm doing. So for dinner, got Mountain House biscuits and gravy. Getting hearty tonight. Okay, so we ate some dinner, sat by the fire, enjoyed some whiskey, the fire, some conversation, and now it's time to hit the hay. Alright, good morning everybody. Slept pretty good last night. Not too bad. Cooled down, which was good. It was a little warm yesterday, but it cooled down, so let's get some breakfast. We have a good spot here. We're in a card-in spot out at the state park, and we woke up to this this view. First things first, coffee.
Mm-hmm.
Best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup.
This tree probably needs to be cut down.
That tree is dead, yeah.
Yeah.
It definitely could be cut down.
They should
That
probably,
was
especially
my only.
close to camp. They probably should cut that.
Yeah. That was my only concern actually last night. Was I was thinking if the wind does pick up, or which it did a little bit, I was like, I forgot to survey the trees and see exactly if I got a widowmaker.
Look for any widowmakers. And I was just like looking up, and in the wind, once the wind picked up, this tree right next to me was like just all over the place,
Yep.
and I'm like, ooh man.
We're on the trail. We're gonna do some hiking today. Explore around the park here. Some good shots and hopefully some good pictures. It's basically the peak of fall right now, so peak colors of everything. We got lucky in our timing here. So the way the sun light comes right through these trees is just awesome with all the colors. Great weekend to be out. The site where we're at has 4 card-in sites. We're number 3, closest to the closer to the bluff's edge there. We are right here, red dot. Here's our card-in sites. We just checked out Kearns Valley, and we are going to, I think, over to the east overlook, and then double back, check out the north and south overlook, and then head back for lunch. That's the plan. So. Perfect day. This is a pretty cool spot by our camping site here. It's like a just a big fire pit with benches, kind of communal socialization spot to have a fire. I wonder, who used this? Does anybody use this still? Obviously, if you had a big group out here, it would be perfect. So if you had a big group that had all 4 camp spots, this would be an awesome spot. Nice steep trails out in the bluffs. Get your heart beating. So we're right here. This trail keeps going to Phillips Mini Timbers, but we're going to go over to the east overlook, over the river. So East Overlook, that way. So in the morning, there were lots of gunshots. There was duck hunting. And you guys are gonna wanna see the view that we're walking up to right now. There's a bald eagle right over here. So, where I grew up, camping and hiking, and just a different area, and the bluffs are pretty steep, but these ones are even more steep. I cannot understate the colors going on in the bluffs and the trees. You've got all the yellows, reds, and oranges, and even in the woods here you've got really cool greens everywhere mixing with the yellows. It's pretty sweet. So we've been seeing these structures, and I can only imagine it's just bored kids, but it's a very Wicker Man aesthetic, shrine looking things. Let me show you what I'm talking about. This one is the biggest one. There was a smaller one or two that we passed earlier, but this is the one you gotta see. It's got a really kind of creepy feel to it. We're gonna try and, oh, I think the door is over here, technically. So I think this is the door, and they've actually, it looks like they've got a door mat. Here's the door, here's the door mat. Oh yeah, I definitely trust this thing. Oh, and look in here, they've got a table. So I gotta show you guys this. It must be hard to see because of the light, but they've got a little table here. Pretty cool little fort. Oh, and another door. So we've double backed, and now we're coming up to another sign here. I'll show you where we're headed, to the north or south point. Look at this tree. This is pretty cool. Got it, but we're right here, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, right here, and we're gonna head up and hit the overlooks here. Yeah.
Cool.
This time we're going downhill, which can only mean that our trip back will be uphill. So if you recall earlier, our first point was basically across from this ridge where we're at now. We were out right up there. As expected, it's a pretty busy day at the park here with the colors and everything, but the steeper trails are a little quieter.
But I think I got them close to half-size today.
Granola bar cam. All right, we hit lots of spots, and now we're headed back to camp for some lunch. So today for lunch, we've got some tuna kit, and Korean MRE. It's basically just kind of like fried rice with spicy chili. So we're gonna give that a try. We're definitely gonna make a cup of coffee. We'll make food first and then use the extra for coffee. Alright, let's pour this in here. Up to the fill line, which we do our best guess here. Say that's about right. Maybe. Stir it around a little bit and see. That looks about perfect. And we're going to leave that. If it closes for me. Oh yeah. So, tuna, little napkin, mixing spoon, mayonnaise, sweet relish, and the crackers. Alright, let's give the rice a stir here. We'll let it cook a little more even, absorb, but let's get this flavoring in there. A little sesame oil, oh yeah. And then let's put a little bit of this hot chili.
I ended up using quite a bit yesterday.
Yeah, I think I will too. Hot chili paste. See if you can see that. Okay, so we're gonna try this. It is a little spicy, but I like spicy things, and man, honestly, I could probably do to find some of these chili packets just to spice up some other freeze-dried meals. You could eat lunch and then hang out for a little bit. This is the Sure Start fire lighting square, Mecco's Red Devil. It says practically perfect fire starter. It says 4 of them. We're gonna use one. Give this a go. Make a little afternoon fire here. So there it is. I think their cutting machine is a little off, but we'll use one of the small ones. So hopefully that does the trick. I think I got a flame there still. Just barely. So there it's going. It's gonna do the trick. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it is coffee time. I've been waiting for this all day. So we got a little afternoon fire going, enjoying a little cookie, some coffee. We took a little rest the afternoon, and now we're ready to hit it. Back on the trail, we are headed to King's Bluff. We're doing the long hike here. So we're here, we're gonna zigzag and check out that view. Ready for this hike. Some food, some rest. Now we're on it. Slow and steady. We're basically at the park entrance now, is where it intersects, this trail intersects on the way to this King's Bluff. So we're just stopping for a little bit of water here. And then we're gonna hit the, I think what is it, like 0.7 miles from here. So, be good, excited to see this view. we'll have hit most all the views here. Well, I'm not gonna lie, this trail is a little busy, but it's the easiest one to access, so, and I'm sure the view is gonna be really great as well. But that's just how it goes. It's not a bad thing that people get out and enjoy outside and outdoors. In fact, it's a great thing. On this trail for a while, and finally came up to opening with just a really awesome view. Like I said, the colors are right at peak right now. Pretty crazy. Lucky to be out here. Okay, so I'm using a filmic double take so you can just see what the views are like on both sides right now at the same time. So you can see the river behind me and the valley up front. Pretty crazy. What a spot. Here, I'll flip it around so you can see the opposite. Wow. All right, quick water break. We're about halfway. I think we're about halfway on the way back, so it's definitely warm for a October day. We are getting our workout today. Yep. Almost back to camp. We're on the home stretch. Back in camp. We got a fire going. Our evening fire going already, and golden hour is upon us. Dinner and relaxation after a long day of hiking, views.
That one's asleep because they're cold.
Yeah.
This one's asleep.
It's really quite amazing. Of these four, well, there were two, so there was one empty last night, but the first spot of these four, they also left today. So two of these spots have been open on peak color weekend with probably the most beautiful weather. 60s, 70s, 60s. Haven't really been paying attention, but right about there. It's getting a little cooler tonight towards the 40s. But man, they are missing out on peak autumn. But you guys aren't. Okay guys, I'm gonna check out the peak over here one more time. That first one we saw this morning. It was seriously so gorgeous in the morning that I feel like right now, that's about 5:45, sun setting over the bluff. Hopefully we'll be able to catch all the colors here. We'll find out. And I think for the rest of the day we're just gonna relax and cook some dinner, have some whiskey by the fire, talk about stuff and all that. So there it is, everybody. The first overlook. Okay, so the sun is right here over the bluff, so it's actually a little harder to see some of the same colors we saw this morning, just because obviously the sun's in a different position now. But you can see really an amazing view of the sun hitting the bluff like way across the way. That and the red on this hill is awesome. So there you have it. Awesome views. Glad I checked that out one more time before the end of the night here. So back to camp. One thing I really like about these cart sites is that they're spread out enough where you really have a pretty good amount of privacy. So that's good. Another thing too is just, I don't know, everybody seems really friendly around here, which is really nice. So I definitely recommend this park for sure. Bluffland State Park. Come out here and explore. For dinner, we've got beef stroganoff, another mountain house, and maybe later I'll eat some more food. Got another one of those, I've got another tuna pack, and I've also got another Korean MRE, so I'll see how full I am or if I get hungry later, which I probably will. So we'll guesstimate. Ooh, boiling. This is probably my second favorite mountain house. Alright everybody, it's time for some whiskey. Got a little single malt scotch, Lafroig. Perfect way to end a long day of hiking and exploring and views, and sit here, enjoy a fire for the rest of the night, and then catch up right at bed. We'll definitely be out tonight. We sat by the fire a little bit, enjoyed a little more food actually. Cooked another one of those Korean MREs. And now it is time for bed. I'm in the tent, so we're gonna hit the hay here. A long day, so I think it'll be easy sleeping. Supposed to get down, I think, at the lowest of 46 tonight. So it's about 54 right now. So we'll see. I don't think that'll be too much of an issue till morning. Good night. All right. Good morning, everybody. It is 8 and the duck hunters are out shooting guns. It's cooled down quite a bit. Looks like it's 45 degrees this morning, which is what it was about pretty much probably all night. The winds came in. It was really pretty windy last night, so the winds really cooled everything down quite a bit, and it's still pretty windy this morning. The plan is to get up, some breakfast, some coffee for sure, and then pack up camp and head out. So let's get to it. A little colder this morning, a little cooler, so I did put a long sleeve on underneath my little light jacket here. I think I might actually even get a little morning fire going here just to kind of warm up a little bit. So get some coffee going, eat some oatmeal this morning for breakfast probably again, and then just start breaking down camp. It's a good trip. All right, breakfast is served. All right, so we're all packed up and we're just headed back to the truck and heading home. That about ends the trip. Yeah, I've said it a million times, it was gorgeous views, super lucky with colors. Definitely would come back here same time next year if I can. Time to get back to the family here. So thanks for tuning in. Definitely appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed watching this trip. Feel free to comment below if you have any questions about any of the gear or anything like that in this video. And like, and if you don't mind subscribing to the channel if you want to see more videos like this, go for it. So that's a wrap.